Hi everyone, welcome back to ielts.studio. Today we're diving into an interesting topic that you might encounter in your IELTS Speaking Part 3, looking after historic places and the teaching of history at school. Let's take a look at some example questions and see how we can structure great answers. So if you're preparing for your IELTS exam, you might want to take notes. How do people in your country feel about protecting historic buildings?
In my country, people generally have a strong sense of pride when it comes to protecting historic buildings. Many view these structures as symbols of our rich cultural heritage, and there are various organizations that work to preserve them. However, not everyone agrees on the extent to which preservation should happen. Some believe modern development should take priority, while others argue that we must safeguard our history. It's a balance between progress and heritage.
Do you think an area can benefit from having an interesting historic place locally? In what way?
Absolutely. An area can gain a lot from having an interesting historic place. First of all, it can attract tourists, which can boost the local economy. Visitors love exploring historical landmarks, learning about the culture, and taking photos. Moreover, historic places can give the local community a sense of identity and pride, creating a deeper connection with the place they live in.
What do you think will happen to historic places or buildings in the future? Why?
In the future, I think many historic buildings will continue to be preserved and celebrated. As our awareness of cultural heritage grows, more efforts will be made to protect these places. However, there will likely be some challenges, as urban development and climate change could threaten the preservation of certain buildings. It's important to find a balance between conservation and modernization.
How were you taught history when you were at school?
At school, history was mostly taught through textbooks and lectures. We studied key historical events, but the focus was more on dates and facts rather than the context behind those events. I remember it felt a little dry sometimes. Nowadays, I think there's a greater emphasis on engaging students with stories and lessons that help them understand the bigger picture.
Are there other ways people can learn about history apart from at school? How?
Definitely, people can learn about history in many ways outside of the classroom. Visiting museums and historical sites is a great way to experience history firsthand. Documentaries, books, and online platforms also offer in-depth insights into different historical events. You can even take online courses or listen to podcasts for a more interactive approach. The internet has made it easier than ever to access history from anywhere in the world.
Do you think history will still be a school subject in the future? Why?
I believe history will always be a subject in schools because understanding the past is essential for shaping the future. As society progresses, there may be shifts in how history is taught, but the importance of knowing where we've come from will remain. History helps us learn from mistakes, celebrate achievements, and better understand the world around us.